What up, ninjas? I want to show a really cool little series that I've been working on lately. It's a really easy series, very replicatable. Doesn't require a lot of awesome super ninja powers to do it, but when you do it, you're gonna feel like a ninja. Okay, so look, here I am. I got side control on Chris, and I want to get to a position where I can set up my kimura lock, my Ude-garami. So when I'm in this position here, an easy way to draw his hand down is to fake that mount. So when I feel that pressure go against my knee here, I like to take my knee and push a little bit against his arm to open that up a little bit. Now as I open it up here, I can dive my hand through as my other hand comes around. I drive that wrist to the floor, thumb comes on top, and I want to keep those elbows on the floor here. Now sometimes when you get to this position here, it's hard to kind of get that angle on that arm, that 90-degree angle. So what I like to do is get my head down here and pin my head as I pull that arm in, and I can loosen that arm up a little bit and create that angle that I really want here. So the head comes in, I go around to north-south here. Now from here, if I want to finish the kimura from here, all I'm going to do is take that wrist and drive it behind his back here, okay? But you're going to get a lot of resistance. Strong guys are going to fight you. So instead of trying to fight that resistance with more resistance, I'm going to follow that resistance around his body, pin it, as I walk my body around here, and I keep my body nice and low where I can pin his back, which is exposed right here. I'm gonna drive into his body, which is gonna force Chris to get up to all fours. As he gets up here, I'm gonna open that collar up and drive my thumb into that collar. Thumb goes inside, and right here, instead of grabbing the wrist, which is a powerful joint, go ahead, push. See how strong he is? I'm gonna grab at the hand right here. Look how powerful that is. Go ahead and resist. Look at that, he can't straighten his arm, versus if I grab the wrist, I'm beginning to fight against the elbow and the shoulder and these powerful joints. Versus here, if we come back and I grab the hand, which is far weaker, I can really control him here. Now, I got the hand here, I'm gonna drive it in so I can pin his shoulder on the floor, and my head's gonna go right down into this little pocket right here. My head goes down, my right leg comes up, and I walk right around into my clock choke. And usually it doesn't take far before they tap really quick. It's a lot of pressure really fast. So again, one more time, then I'm going to show a really cool little no-gi version as well. So I'm in here, I got side control, I bring my knee up against his body, my other knee comes on top. He starts to push my knee. As he pushes, I push back. That's going to create that little opening right there, which is going to allow me to start sitting up my grips. So as that starts to open, my one hand comes around, as my other hand drives down. I pin that wrist to the floor. My thumb comes around, and remember I can use my head in here to control that arm and get my angle set up. See, that's a nice little angle, and I can pin the arm on the floor here. I bring my knee around. I drive here for the kimura. Oh, now I'm getting resistance, so I bring it across. As I bring it across, my chest is pinning his shoulder. I drop down, drive back in. Thumb goes deep. I gotta get greedy with my grips here. I can't go loose. I gotta go far. I gotta take as much as I can. Remember, we grab the hand, we break down the grip in the posture, head hits the floor, and I begin to walk those legs around until I get that tap. One more time. This time I'm gonna show a little no-gi version for all my no-gi ninjas out there. So here we are. I'm in side control, knee comes up. I begin to open it up, which allows me to set up my grips. I come inside, my head drops in, I pin that to the floor. Knees come up, I guide it across. As I come around right here and begin to pin, let's friggity as the gi for a sec. My hand is gonna go behind my leg as my leg goes over his head. That's gonna allow me to get these hands in here nice and tight and wrap that leg in here. And all I'm gonna do here is give it a nice little squeeze as I pull up. Get that nice little choke right there. One more time. Start in side control. Knee comes up, I open him up a little bit, set up my grips, begin to pin and control that arm and isolate that arm right here. I can't let him get control of his arm. Pin it, I start to come around, I bring it across. As I come across here, my knee drives through here, down the middle, my left leg or my right leg is gonna go over his head as my hand goes underneath. I can grab here, here, if I can get those palms together, I get a nice tight squeeze on him. Boom, just like that. Give it a try, ninjas. I'm tired.